welcome to a fantastic new week. My name is Vida Echetabu. So we are at the second point of a four-part series titled Leadership Optics. We started last week flagging off with foresight, and this week we'll be looking at insight. Insight within this context of leadership refers to our ability to look at a situation where we are given a responsibility, apply different matrix or lenses, filters as the case may be, and figure out how best to achieve success, how best to hit the goal bullseye. Now, insight doesn't mean that you as a leader by yourself, that you know it all. No, insight is a combination of your technical competence. It's a combination of your hands-on experience. It's a combination of growth. That means that you are seeking information, you are curious, and you want to learn either from books, resources, or people around you who have, probably some more experience than you in that particular situation. And absolutely, insightful leadership is also with divine inspiration. Now, these are all the ingredients that come together to make us insightful. I recall just prior to the pandemic lockdown, in fact, my letter of redeployment to lead a team of 12 business development managers read 1st of April 2020, which was when the lockdown officially started actually. And so that was me being assigned a new responsibility in the midst of a very different, very heightened context. None of us, with all our technicalities and our years of experience, none of us had ever gone through a pandemic. None of us, no matter how much we wanted to, go out there, get it done, achieve, hit the meetings and all, roll up our sleeves, and get our hands dirty. Because of the pandemic, we were restrained, we were confined, to a new way of working, which by now, of course, is now an old way of working. It would have been best if the transition to lead this new team had happened while I was in the office with everybody, because it would have given me a better or an easier immersive experience, physical contact with people to ask questions, because communication is great via technology, but it's best in person, because there are so many things that you can tell, you can read, you can get from physically, being within the same space. But I had to rely on being insightful, pulling together all my competencies, all my years of experience, and the desire to know. I had to lean on asking people, lean on asking my team, to say, how have you guys done this in the past? And trusting that together, since we all had the collective goal, everybody would bring their resources, bring their years of experience, bring their own competencies, in order to make sure that we achieve our goals. That is insightful leadership. Being able to look at a situation and figure out, this worked in that circumstance. How do we make it work in this circumstance? Of course, needless to say that, especially in an unknown situation, and the easiest one to refer to would be the pandemic, because a lot of things were outside our control. I relied heavily on the Lord, because He's the one that gives insight, He's the one that gives understanding, He's the one that gives ideas, that just seem to be, how come we never thought about this before? The Lord is always our master card. He's our joker. He's our, he's our I gotcha type of situation when you are leading. And so today, once again, he knows it all. I invite you to meet Jesus. He is the way, the truth, and the life. That's essentially strategy, looking at you right bang as a human. And so with Jesus in your life, you have the advantage of foresight, you have the advantage of insight, and you will have the advantage in the next 2 series that I will bring to our conversation in the subsequent weeks. I think that this is a good place to wrap this all up and say thank you for your time. God bless you and see you next week. Ciao.